What's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna be reacting to Have You Ever Had Your Heart Broken? Imagine having your heart broken in 2022. Now let me stop playing. I had my heart broken like junior year. That shit lasted 2 years because of COVID, man. Like, I don't know, man. I thought I was never gonna find me another light-skinned John, but you know, there are plenty of them out in this world. Cause that used to be my type. Like, I used to be obsessed with like long curly hair. But you know, now I like brown skin. You know. Something slight, but let's get right into the video.
Have you ever had your heart broken?
No.
Have you ever had your heart broken?
Well, do you want to know the whole story? I was very in love with someone. We dated for maybe a few months.
Almost 2 years.
3 years.
It was an online relationship.
How'd you met?
Think about when I got my heart broken, bro. It was crazy because we really only dated for 2 weeks, and the nigga was like stuck on that shit for 2 years. But I feel like that was mostly because of COVID. Like, nigga was like trapped in the house. Like, all I had was like social media. You couldn't go out and meet no one. But that's just me though. That shit.
Or was it all online?
It was all online.
I was very much in love, but I was just trauma bonded.
What's trauma bonded?
It's just you're so stuck together that it's so toxic that you can't leave.
He was
Hey,
honestly
man,
like psychotic.
them toxic relationships, bro. Like, they do be hard as fuck to leave because it's just like you addicted to that shit. That on and off. Like, after you come back, after like y'all fall out, it's refreshing. It's like, oh, I'm back in this person's life. But then you see that toxic shit and you're like, oh, I gotta go. And then once you go, that shit is like, damn, I missed them. And it's like you fighting your demons off. That shit do be addicting. And
They played me very bad.
Back in the 3rd grade, I was a little bit of a player.
I played a few people back in the day. I would just ghosted me.
He was just kind of shitty.
I got cheated on.
He cheated.
He cheated on me.
He did cheat.
He did sleep with one of my friends. Turns out he dated me just to get close with my best friend.
Who is this asshole?
damn.
Should I say the name?
That nigga
Yes.
was
His
plotting.
name's Cleo.
Was my first, real boyfriend, I guess. He told people about things that we did that I wanted to keep a little bit more private,
Like what?
that we had sex.
We have been
Hey, man, I made that same mistake with my first girlfriend. I was like, this is my girlfriend. People obviously think we like slept together. So like, why does it matter if I tell people? No, she was not fucking with that. Girls do not want to be like outed that they be slutting out for their nigga. Like, I found that shit out the hard way. But it is what it is.
for 7 months. He was actually gay, so yeah, that happened.
Have you ever had your heart
Damn.
broken?
I haven't really had many deep, romantic relationships.
I don't think I've had enough deep connections for that to happen.
I'm awkward with girls, to be honest.
Have you ever had your heart broken?
I don't think so.
Eventually, there's gonna be someone that will hurt me.
Do you want to experience heartbreak?
It would probably be character building, so sure.
And it is character building indeed.
Yeah, it's just over. So
Get your heart broken. You ass finna either A, be in the gym, be at work all day, doing some productive ass shit. That shit does build character. Not gonna lie, that shit will. You want to level up by any means necessary. At the end of the day, after that heartbreak, that's what happened to me at least. Nigga, fucking got on my grind to get that car. Cause it was just like, damn, she got a car, I don't got a car, so I gotta get on my grind and get a car. Then with my second girlfriend, all these niggas got cribs, so it made me want to get a crib. She cheated on me with a nigga who had his own house, so it's like, damn, I gotta get my own house. I gotta level up every time, I get broken up with.
I had a crush on who didn't like me back.
And said he didn't feel the same way.
She stopped talking to me. The person wasn't who I assumed they were, and just led to me getting hurt.
What did it feel like to have your heart broken?
It was a bunch of emotions.
It feels like a big hole in your chest.
It really hurts.
It kind of sucked. I just cried a lot. Super devastated. I would just start crying.
I separated myself from people for a week or two.
You just have no motivation to do anything without that person.
Feeling like it was the
Yeah, after every serious relationship I get out of, I usually tend to deactivate all my Instagrams. I feel that man when he said he separated himself from 2 weeks. He just want to be left alone, really.
end of the
agree with
world.
100%.
I was never gonna love anybody again.
to not be around someone who you have been around for 2 years.
Have you ever had your heart broken?
Oh, for sure.
Too many times, yeah.
I fell in love with my best friend. We couldn't work out because I was moving.
We're going to
Oh
different
man, that's the
colleges.
worst.
She's going to college in Oregon, so
college
I can't really
and shit.
talk to her anymore.
I was
But never
leaning in to
long
kiss him, and
distance
he's like,
in my
no.
life.
And I was like, what? He was just like, I think we should break up. I played it off super cool, in front of him. I was taking out my anger on people at football, and I was tackling people really hard. And everyone was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm mad. My heart's broken. I'm so sad.
Have you ever had your heart broken?
I don't think so.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I have not. I've never had my heart broken.
I end up breaking everybody else's heart.
Have you ever been dumped?
No, I usually dump everybody.
Have you ever dumped anybody?
No.
And have you ever been dumped?
Wait, actually I have.
I broke my first boyfriend's heart.
Did he cry?
Oh, he cried.
I feel like I was just like a very terrible person sometimes.
I've broken someone's heart.
Whose heart did you break?
My ex. I just heard from someone else that he was like, no, I don't really like her. And I was like, but you've been talking to me like you have for like a year.
It turns out she had a boyfriend the entire time and didn't tell me.
He broke up with
It
me.
be like that. It be like that.
Over the phone. Not the way to go about it, guys. Don't do that.
I mean, at least it wasn't text.
That's true.
How'd you break up with him?
I had to text her.
He had sent me a text.
He texted me, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Why'd you do it over text, not in person?
Because I was scared in person she was gonna like look at me and I was gonna be like, never mind, I can't.
How'd they dump you?
It was through text.
Did you cry?
That same shit happened to me, bro. I pulled up to my college or whatever, you know, to go to class. And long story short, I had like, damn, I'm finna break up my shorty on my head, right? So, you know, I got out of class, you know, waited for her to get out of class for like 10, 20 minutes. Part where she was at, and I was like, yeah, I got some bad news to tell you. And she was like, what? And I couldn't even do it, man. Should have just did that shit over text message. And then I just prolonged all the pain and shit when I should have got it done right then and there. But it is what it is.
I'm sorry.
Have you ever had your heart broken?
No, I love everyone and everyone loves me, and I'm very grateful for that.
Nothing heartbreaking has happened to you.
No.
Well, that's good. Must be nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever had your heart broken?
Like in a relationship kind of way?
Heartbreak comes from a lot of things. It can come from your family members. It can come from your friends.
Not in the sense of like a romantic relationship. I actually have had my heart broken if it's not romantic.
She was a fine
My
ass
sister.
brown
She thought I didn't care about her, and that kind of broke my heart.
A lot of the friends I was hanging out with weren't that great and wanted to drop me.
It doesn't feel good.
I had this one best friend.
And he ended up replacing me and calling me really mean names.
I was bullied for a while.
One girl told me she wished I would go get AIDS, and that kind of hurt.
What did you say in response to that?
Oh, I blasted her around school and now she has no friends. My best friend and I fell out. We don't really talk anymore or anything like that.
I came out, he said like, oh yeah, I still accept you, like I don't see you like any different. We just started to like drift apart.
And then we started getting distant.
One of my best friends isn't currently talking to me at the moment, and that's really hard for me because I have really bad abandonment issues. Have kind of trust issues with relationships.
Probably my mom.
How'd your mom break your heart?
She's not really accepting of the things I do and like how I look and stuff like that.
My birth father, because he like didn't want me.
My dad.
Why'd he break your heart?
Well, we were going through a hard time last year. He said some not very nice things to me. My dad has broken my heart because, I mean, he's not really in my life or anything.
Have you said anything to him?
No.
How do you cope with that, or how do you move past that?
I haven't really moved past it. It's kind of like still affects me.
Easy. Back in the day when I used to be obsessed with light skins, that's that girl right there. I would go for it. That would be my exact type. And I would be so obsessed over it and like, damn, I gotta make this work. Nigga, just, I'm so happy I grew out of that shit, because at the end of the day, nigga would still be chasing after light skins. I honestly don't chase after no girl like that. If it don't work, it don't work. But it took me time and experience to get to this point, though.
You ever had your heart broken?
Not that I can think of.
That's good. You will, one day.
Yeah, that's absolutely facts. Your day will come. Everybody has a time where they get heartbroken. And if you never experience heartbroken, if you never experience your heart getting broken, then I can say you don't really know your true self, because it takes pain to get stronger. That's 100% facts. But I'll see you boys in the next